Hey everybody, it's me, Polish, and I'm coming here to show you guys how to print the DiyFish personals. And this particular one, I'm showcasing the black and white dream, which is undated. These are being printed to fit inside of a Midori. And this is actually a tutorial based on a Windows computer. So the first step you actually want to do is open up your PDF that contains your DiyFish personals. From there, you're going to go to File, Print. From there, a pop-up window should actually show so that you can go ahead and choose the actual settings. First thing I look for is to make sure my printer that I want is selected, which mine is an HP OfficeJet Pro 8100. It is dual color printing printer, which means it's actually prints in color as well as double-sided. For this particular tutorial, I do not print on double sides because I've had issues printing double-sided, especially with these inserts resizing. So from there, I go to Pages, and I go to page 9. And you may say, why page 9? Page 9 is the day on one pages, and it gives you 2 copies to fit on one full letter size page. Okay, so from there, I will go ahead and make sure that I go to the custom scale and change the 100% to 115%. And what you want to do is check out this preview window, and you're going to notice the size actually change when I tab over from the 115%. So all I did was type in 115, press tab, and voila, it's resized it to a much larger size. The orientation, you're going to want to make sure you keep it, at least for this particular printer setup, watching the preview screen, keep it on auto, portrait, and landscape. I'm going to show you really quick what happens if you just choose portrait. Being that the scaling size is 115%, it will cut off the top of the page if you choose portrait. If you choose landscape, it cuts off the second day on one page, which you also don't want. So this is why I go through the option of auto, portrait, and landscape, so it all fits without being cut off. From there, I make sure my box is checked to print in grayscale, because again, I have a color printer and I don't want it to use ink that doesn't need to be used as far as color, so I keep that box checked. From there, I go into my advanced screen just to make sure none of my other custom settings have turned on or it will interfere with this, because sometimes I will have print to file on when I don't want things to print and I want to turn, let's say for instance, a particular document into a PDF. So there's no changes being made here, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel. From there, I go through the properties screen, and you want to make sure this is in landscape. And I know you may say, why landscape? Well, for my printer, it actually is going to feed it out in a portrait style, but you want this long side, which is what it's reading off landscape, you want that to read. So this is why landscape actually works and not portrait. If you do portrait, what will typically happen is it's going to automatically change it back so that these two actually flip up on the short side, and you don't want that. Okay, so orientation here on the property screen is landscape. I don't choose both sides. I keep it front to back, and pages per sheet is 1. And I don't do booklet because typically in booklet, I'm just going to click that really quick. It says it's going to print that type of format for folding purposes, and that never worked out for me as far as booklet. If it works out for you, just let me know how you did it, so that way maybe I can use that in the future when I print additional DiyFish pages. But for now, it's just going to be pages per sheet 1. Uh-oh, what did it do? Let me cancel this out because I don't want that to save and go back in. Properties, pages per sheet, yes, 1, landscape. From there, I go and check off advanced to turn on my grayscale. Again, based on my printer, I have to do it in 2 places to change the color setting. And I press OK. I press OK again. And then I press print. And voila, that's when you actually go to your printer, you're gonna have to feed it out one side at a time. This will come out the first time. Depending on how your printer actually prints, you'll actually have to possibly take the page out the way it came and feed it right back in. Redo the same options again to print on the second side. And that's it as far as printing your DIY fish inserts to fit your Midori. If you have any questions, definitely post them below. If I can't answer it in an actual text form by responding, I will respond by video. Until then, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!